Let's get going before rigor mortis.
So just as they are about to leave, they are captured right away and taken to this guy, the Nazi scientist who seems to delight in answering any question they may have.
Since you won't have an opportunity to repeat it, why not?
Then, the Invisible Man's grandma shows up and tries to chat casually with the three castaways.
Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so glad you came. I was just saying to Carl the other day that...
Mona, can't you see we're busy? Now, you will leave us now.
Yes, Carl. As you say, Carl.
That must be real awkward for the Nazi scientist, having his wife interrupt his chat with his prisoners. There he is, trying to psych them all out and seem all tough. And then his wife comes in and is all nice and trying to befriend them. How annoyed he must be with his wife. He probably wants to yell at her, "Go away! These are prisoners! These are not our friends! Do not talk with them! I'm going to have them killed! Ah!" And at this point it dawns on me that the three castaways could easily overpower the Nazi scientist and his wife and escape. Anyway, so then the Nazi scientist decides to teach them all a lesson for killing the other Nazi by torturing them. And how does he torture them? The two men are tied to a post and whipped by his soldiers, as the woman is forced to dress up nicely and have some wine with him. And both men are relieved that they don't have to suffer that torture. But unable to take her torture any longer, our blonde heroine takes action and hits the Nazi scientist over the head with a wine bottle and makes her escape. Meeting up with her friends, they tell her to go on without her, so she does. I'm guessing they only said that out of politeness. I'm sure if he asked them 3 more times, they would have actually said, "Yes, get us out of here." So, you say, "Oh, no, no." Once, then they ask again, "No, no, no." And when they ask the 3rd time, you go, "Yeah, okay." But, I guess she doesn't know that, so she left them. So, being pursued by Nazis, she makes her way into the jungle. Once there, we're treated to a jungle chase scene, wherein everyone you see in there is in their own separate shot, which of course means you don't know where any of them are in relation to each other. Are they next to each other? Far away? Did they just walk past each other? Who knows? That's what makes it riveting cinema. Hi. Hi. How are you? I'm good. That's good. So eventually she meets up with the invisible old lady, and she gives her a key to save her friends. So she goes to save her friends. Wait, did she just change her clothes? Let's look at that again.
Here.
She did. Jeez, she sure has her priorities straight. Oh my gosh, I have to go save my friends. Ooh, but first I gotta put on the proper attire. So she goes to her friends after having changed her clothes and starts to free them as a guard walks by. But don't worry, he has no peripheral vision. Master race. So they escape, enter the jungle, and are quickly recaptured. Idiots. So now recaptured, the guys are forced to watch as the Nazi scientist gets ready to turn the blonde into a she-demon, and Whistler's mother, after her rocking chair accident, looks on.
Do you hear that? Sounds like planes.
Probably a patrol.
Yeah, they started to bomb the island.
But before the Nazi scientist can start the procedure, the U.S. Air Force conveniently chooses that moment to bomb the island. See, I told you that would happen when it was convenient for the plot. So as the lab gets bombed, our heroes use this opportunity to escape. The Invisible Man's grandma decides to duck and cover without the cover. Way to go, old lady of the master race. Oh, and the Nazi scientist gets covered in shit by a bursted sewer pipe. Take that, you Nazi bastard! So escaping the room, the woman tells them of a rowboat that has been conveniently left on the beach that they can use to get off the island, and then informs them that she cannot go with them.
Why? Why?
Yeah, why?
Would you go if you look like this?
Ah! Ew, gross! Wait a minute! That's Red Skull! the evil Nazi arch-nemesis of Captain America. Huh, I didn't know he was a woman. Must have had a sex change. He left that out of the comic book. So then Mrs. Red Skull goes back into the room with her husband to die. And our heroes let her go. Why not? They haven't cared about anyone else so far. Why start now? So as they escape the island, we are treated to some really amazing scenes. So amazing, in fact, I have to watch them in stunned silence. So here goes. No, seriously, they're really good. Amazing! Awesome! Fantastic! Wow, the cinematography in this movie is astounding! Wow, this film's editing is brilliant. So now the island's really starting to fall apart, just like the movie has been doing the whole time. And now they make it to the conveniently placed boat, and make their escape. And in the vast sea, in a boat with no food or water, I give them about 3 days. But it doesn't matter because it's the end. And being the end, the movie maker no longer has to care about their long-term safety. You, the audience, are to assume that they survived and lived happily ever after. Me, I fantasize that they killed each other thinking that one another was a giant hot dog or hamburger.
And hold the onion. Huh? Say? Oh.
With that said, this is the Old-Timey Nostalgia Critic reminding you that this is the Old-Timey Nostalgia Critic.